friends, fellow beer geeks. I am Wes, the craft beer geek, and today I have another beer for you from Canada, sent to me by my friend in Canada. This is a dry nitro sort of Irish stout. Comes from the Mill St Brewery out of Toronto, Canada. This is 4.2% alcohol by volume, 16-ounce can, 473 milliliters, and yeah, it's just a nitro stout, a lot like a sort of like a Guinness or a Young's Double Chocolate or something, something along those lines. But I have not had this before. I know my friend Mark, who sent this to me, really loves this, and I expect I'm going to like this as well. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a try and let you know what I think of it. So let's go ahead and get this cracked open and into the glass. It's got the nitro widget in there. Got our Nonic pint glass here. Okay, so we have a very traditional, dry Irish nitro stout. Very sort of rich, that nitrogen-rich, creamy head on the top. Sort of settled out a bit. Nice dark brown color, almost black. Very little light getting through this. See what the aroma is like. Yeah, very traditional sort of dry aroma, dry roasty, peaty sort of aroma to it. Yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and give this a try. Cheers. Yeah, that's quite tasty, very much along the lines of traditionally how this style is. Very dry, roasty, a little bit of chocolate, but a nice light body beer with a rich, creamy head, kind of an interesting texture to it. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of chocolate in this, just like a creamy milk chocolate sort of flavor. Not so much of the roastiness. There's a little bit of roastiness on the finish. It does have a lot of chocolate. I like that. And I don't think I said this at the beginning. This is 4.2% alcohol by volume, so very traditional. That's Irish stouts are usually low in alcohol. A lot of people are afraid of them because they see this really dark beer and they think it's going to be really heavy, and they're not really heavy beers. They're light, very light beers, very low alcohol, very light, but just the nitrogen gives sort of this rich, creamy texture to them that sort of makes them appear to be thick and rich while not being. So they're nice, sort of flavorful, low calorie, low gravity beers. Yeah, like I said, I get a lot of sort of the milk chocolate up front, and then it finishes off with a dry, sort of a dry finish. There's a hoppy dry finish to it. Not super hoppy, but there's enough there to let you know that there's hops here, and it gives a nice sort of finish to it. And get some nice lacing on this one too. It's a lot smokier in the nose than it is in the flavors. It's kind of interesting. It does have almost an ashy sort of aroma to it in the nose. Almost like that wet campfire sort of smell, a campfire in the morning that's been put out with some water, charred wood sort of smell. But I don't get a lot of smokiness in the flavor. It's more chocolatey. The more I'm tasting this, the more I'm liking it. At first I was a little bit, wasn't sure how to go on it, but the more I'm tasting it, the more flavors that are coming out of it. Really good beer. I'm quite happy with this one. If I could get it, I would probably buy it. It's definitely, if you like Guinness and you live in Canada, I definitely recommend giving this one a try. I'm not sure it's available outside of Canada. But if you like Guinness, you're going to like this, and it might lead you on to other things. This is definitely better than Guinness, I would say. So I'm getting down to the end of this Mill St Cobblestone Stout. Like I said, I like it a lot. Up front, you get a nice creamy milk chocolate flavor, finished with a dry roastiness, a little bit of hops there. Really nice and flavorful. It's kind of smoky on the nose, but it doesn't give you a smoky flavor. really nice example of this, Irish Stout, Nitro Stout style. So with that being said, I'm going to go 8 out of 10 on this. It's a very high 8. It's very good. I would definitely buy this if I could get a hold of it. But as I said, this is probably only available in Canada. Thank you again, Mark, for sending this to me. I'm glad I got to try it. I do enjoy it. I see why you like this so much, and it's a good one. So 8 out of 10, Mill Street Cobblestone Stout. I'm Wes, the Craft Beer Geek. I don't drink bad beers. You shouldn't either, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.